Hello everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed and we returned back to our wonderful adventures that is Fantasy Maiden's odd hideout. This hideout is more of a dream at the moment, but in this case of scenario we are our lovely friend Bernd. Not 100% sure if I am pronouncing his name correctly, but we are going to endeavour regardless, and it looks like this world is quite fabricated because some of the tiles on here are not solid. Especially when tiles look like that. Anyways, we're going to just go through here and see what we can find in this dream world. I don't want to go through that door just yet, just in case there might be something else down here and up around and through the garden. Desk, not desk, drawers, shelves, however you want to call them. Bed, nothing. Down here, over here, up through here. Going through the fuzziest bed. Another breadcrumb, just like the one from before. This is... Okay, maybe we couldn't have gone through that door anyways. Is that you, D? Nah. My family is a hunter family. But we're a little different from ordinary hunters. There are three differences. First, is that my family is considerably much older than other hunter families. In fact, it seems like my family is the oldest in this village. Second, not to even speak of just the hunters, our family is much wealthier than the other villagers. The richest in the village is the village chief, but my family's social status is high enough to enable us to even argue and negotiate with the chief. Lovely portrait of D there. Lastly, our prey are not just animals. Vampires. There is a vampire legend in this village that has been passed down since the old times. One day, they suddenly came to this village, and after going around killing people here, the vampire chose one human from this village and took that person along as a companion. Our family is a family of vampire hunters, whose role is to protect the village from most dreadful vampires. Our family's appearance somewhat matches the characteristics of vampires written in the books. It is because my ancestor was whatever you want to pronounce that, a mix being born to a vampire and a human. It is said that they are endowed with a special power of defeating vampires, and so my family, inheriting this blood, take as our job the role of traditional vampire hunters. With this, the ceremony comes to an end. Bernd, from today onward, you too will be a trainee hunter. Let that knife always be with you. Keep in mind that now you have the honor of a hunter. Go strive earnestly in your training. Yes, I'll do my best. When I became 12 years of age, as according to tradition, I received the title of trainee 9th vampire hunter. 8 others before you. Listen here. The fundamentals of using a gun is to look only at a single point and aim carefully, shooting straight forward. If you do not decide to spot precisely, you will absolutely not hit it. That's correct. I thought that by receiving the title something would change. After all, everyone admires the vampire hunters. Strong and cool hunters of great honor who protect the village. However... Bernd, what's with your performance in practice today? What? Of course I wasn't very good at it, but I was better than everyone else, wasn't I? Of course you would be better than everyone else. My father became better than all the adults of the village even when he was 11. When I was 13 I hit 10 shots out of 10. But you hit only 2 shots out of 10. Now what's with this predicament? But nobody else was even able to shoot close. It should have been enough to be able to have hit it. Bernd, you feel like you have to become stronger just because you received the title of hunter. a name doesn't mean anything. Listen, just receiving the title doesn't mean that you've obtained any power. In order to truly become stronger, you need to let not any pride get in the way and train your own power. Doesn't, in that regard, need an N between the S and the apostrophe. Bernd, as you are right now, you cannot become a true hunter. You are weak. Like somebody else said. Great Bernd, here is a tribute. This for me? But why? It's because you are a hunter of honor. Hunter of honor? Wolves are scary. It's alright, because the hunters here will protect the village, right? Hunters are strong after all, right? Great Bernd, please do deal with any who would cause harm to the big sis Sunny. So Bernd had a sister, or has a sister. Great Bernd, so please, Great Bernd. What? Everyone, just what are you saying? That I am to protect the village from the wolves? Are they really serious when they say that? That's most certainly impossible, isn't it? I can't even win against girls the same age. And even now, I'm always just being protected by Angie. In the end, I haven't changed from times before. However honourable a title I've received, however much everyone around me anticipates from me, I still can't be conceived this is truly myself. I want to change. If I can actually become a great person, so that even when everyone looks at me with great anticipation, I can still feel pride and not this way I do now. If I could just do that, I would surely at least be able to be content with myself. Doesn't make sense. Myself. Always figments of the past. Hey, little angel. What do I do to become stronger, I wonder? You want to become stronger, bruh? Yeah. I see. Do you remember, bruh? It's something your mother said once before. That a truly strong person is someone who is able to find the path they should go on. And the path who is able to believe in themselves and the path they have chosen to the very end. To believe in the path I've chosen to the very end. Tuesday. Christened on Tuesday. Huh? It won't open? Angie, what is it? It won't open anymore. Let me have a look. Let me see a little. My only concern is how did he get back inside? The underground road, that's right. The windows too. How could? Who the heck would do that? Take the opportunity while we were sleeping. Now what do? We can't get out of here now. Bruh, did you talk just now? I didn't say anything. Angie, what is it? Fairies. What's with you? I don't quite know what it is, but that way you talk, it's really annoying. Just how do you know my name? But I don't quite understand what you are saying. I guess so. I guess it's fine if it's just for a little. Hey, Angie. What's the meaning of this? Unsure, but the haziness has gone for the time being and we can see clearly what's within our vicinity without this fog getting in our way. The doorknob has come off. Extra security. Fairies and Cynthia alike. Cynthia? Yeah, what is it with that girl? Oh dear, what's with this now? The bed has become terribly dirty. A bed as dirty as this? Angie must find this very unpleasant. I must for Angie. You must for what, for Angie? Where? What kind of hallucinations? What is it, Angie? Hey bruh, Cynthia has... Cynthia? What? How? Why would Cynthia show up? That chick is already dead, isn't she? Why is she talking about Cynthia all of a sudden? Does Angie think Cynthia is here or something? What would Cynthia be? How could this... Cynthia... Angie. Perhaps Angie Cynthia is still living. Has Angie possibly forgotten about that time? It's about time I need to bring some food here. After all, I didn't bring that much yesterday, in order for Angie not to notice what I was doing. Indeed. Time to go under, then. Good. We're here. This is our safe zone, in comparison to all the other places in this wretched world. A memo titled Research and Studies on Witch Hunts is fallen to the ground. Something seems strange here. It doesn't even look all that old. Ah! Now the paper's all in pieces. What do I do? You could sellotape it all back up and just ensure that it never happens again. Don't work like that. The witch's hideout. The witch created a hideout to hide herself from humans and to prevent humans who hate witches from finding it. Put on a spell so that none but dreamers can reach it. It's the same thing over again. Dirty shells, dirty shells. This. Nothing? Okay. Hidden from my sight. Such a tiny house. It's like one of those spells in Atlia Theoris where you create a hyper-dimensional space in time continuum, whatever it would be called, and such a tiny little tent has such an enormous amount of space in it. Right, so I need to go out hunting, don't I now? Do one of these paths have... Oh, there's something up here. Ah, that's... a bee nest? It's dangerous. Oh, maybe I shouldn't go... Oh. Something seems to be vibrating on the screen. Are you sure? Okay, we can't go near that bee nest then. Okay, can't go on the bee nest, so we must find another way around to that area. Can't go there. Anything we can do to go through our ways? I imagine we... Okay, we can't go that way either. Why was that bee's nest just planted there? Anyways, bees are not dangerous as long as you don't actually hurt them. Bees are actually very harmless to us. A bear? What do I do? I can't get past it. I don't have any of my equipment either. Oh, for goodness sakes. Why are you being so picky? I can't go one way because of a bee's nest, and now I can't go another way because of a freaking bear. Oh my gosh. What do I do from here? There's nothing on the ground in which I could take with me. No bee's nest. That's not edited correctly, so I just appear on the top of that with my legs just hanging off the end. A bee's nest? That's right. If I could use this bee's nest as a decoy, But it's too dangerous to get close to it just like this. Bees and nests is a decoy. What the heck are you referring about? Okay, let's go back to the bear and see if you are going to do anything. Decoy. Anything in these woods which I can use? Plant? That? What about a tree? What about anything? Anything at all? I can go back, which is good. Do I have anything with me which I can use? Or is it just going to be this and nothing else? Climb the ladder. Yep. Okay. Do I have anything in this room which I can use? Take the gun with me. Excellent. Breadcrumbs for the little bird. Angie, what is it? Breadcrumbs? Bruh. You see, since we're locked in here, we have to give breadcrumbs to that little bird to get out. Cynthia told me. And so I've decided to collect breadcrumbs. Yeah, I guess so. I'll also try looking out for breadcrumbs, too. How slowly you said that. It would also almost seem suspicious to our dear wolf protagonist. Golly, that bed is completely torn apart. Okay, so we have equipment with us. Excellent. We can do justice now that we have our gun. But don't tell me once we get there, we need ammo. Is it already loaded? Okay. Bee's nest. Okay. You're not going to get closer to it? I thought you said something about using it as a decoy. What do I do? I can't get past it. It doesn't seem like I'll be able to defeat it with this gun either. Are you kidding me? Is there something else which I need? Shoot it down with the gun, yeah. Stare only at a single point and shoot straight forward. Alright, it hit. Yay. Alright, now's my chance. Why is the camera all the way down here, for goodness sakes? Yeah, as part of the programming, it doesn't reset the character once that's done. What the heck? Food from home? Oh, fascinating. We'll learn more about our secondary protagonist. Bedroom. Oh, there's a lot of rifles here. Can we take a few? Well, modest, practical clothing inside. Parents' house. And an old portrait of an ancestor has been hung here. Yeah, that picture is D. Another room with rifles in. More than one. Go this way then. Over here. This is the back door leading to the livestock shed. Don't need to go that way then. Go this way then. Yeah, I guess that this much is enough. Perhaps it'd be dangerous to carry too much after all. Obtained food. No need to go here anymore. What do you mean? Maybe we need to go back there another time. Left the shed for us and for all. Shelves. It's always very good to investigate absolutely everything. Otherwise, you may miss something which you can only get at a particular time and place. In a particular time in that place. Let's go through here then. Oh, we can go back. And it's all dark. Anything note of that? The background's very plain. It seemed to be quite lazy when that sort of thing is apparent. Okay, so the bear is not here, which is all good. But the other thing is, how would Bernd know when Angie is not within the room? Climb the ladder. Yeah, do that while she's not looking. That's a great idea. Yeah, she'll definitely won't know where I am. Also, when it comes to vision, Bernd doesn't see fairies or Cynthia. Angie, I've brought food. Food? Was there food in this house? Hehehe, I found it just a moment ago. But I actually snuck it in from my own house. But she doesn't know that. Delicious, isn't it, Angie? Yes, it's really delicious. It's especially delicious. So, especially delicious. It's especially delicious with everyone eating together. Everyone. That's. What is that supposed to mean? As I figured, Angie might be seeing figures of people other than just myself, perhaps. By eating with everyone. Everyone. Huh? Today's treat? Tuesday's treat? The one that shall turn into a delicious dessert. The one that shall become a delicious treat. Angie? Run away from the attacking vampire. However, it will not end simply by running away. In order to restore her sanity, it is necessary to call out to her. I'm sorry, but how are we able to? I think we lost a breadcrumb. Huh? What is it, bruh? Making such a strange face like that. Somehow feel sleepy now. I guess it's about time to sleep. We never witnessed that in any part of the previous half of the story. I always thought that as the days go by, Bernd was one that reduced the number of fairies in the room by 1. What was that just now? What the heck was Angie? A vampire. Ah, bro, what is it? Angie, it's not anything really. Then that's great. Thanks for the food today. I was hungry, so I needed it. It's great that you say that for me, Angie. Yeah, while she's not looking, you know. Anything else? Which is mostly immortal, however they die when by their natural enemy. I'm beat. Which one is this now? Peace writing together. The natural entity vampire girl A is blank executions. Also the blank former in a small village blank. It doesn't fit well. Natural enemy do not age. Do not age. Their blood is sucked by vampires. Go to the next. Go to the next. Doesn't fit well. Okay. Leave. Next. Peace. Witches mostly are immortal and do not age. However, they die when their blood is sucked by their natural enemy, vampires. This seems okay. Next. Witches refer to female power. It blatantly shown not. Pieces rising together. Entity, vampire, blank. No. Piece rising together. I don't think it would be this one. Nah. So it's neither the first one or the second one. Piece rising together. Go to the next. Go to the next. Witches refer to females with mysterious power. It is still not clear why witches exist. This seems okay. Next. Okay. Witch trial. A trial of persons suspect by crimes are dealt. Vampire. Go to the next. Alright. Piece together. Second one, then. Piece rising together. Go to the next. Pieces together. Witch trial. A trial of persons suspected of being a witch is those convicted are dealt with using a vampire. Isn't okay. Next. Pieces rising together. Piece them together. In my village, currently Vampire Girl A is being used for the executions. Also, the executions have been performed in a small house deep in the mountains. Seems okay. This book. Research and studies on witch hunts. Witch hunts have been performed in the Hideout village. Witches refer to females who have mysterious power. It's still not clear why witches exist. Witches mostly are immortal and do not age. However, they die when their blood is sucked by their natural enemy, vampires. Witch trial. A trial of persons suspected of being witches. Those convicted are dealt with using a vampire. In that village, currently Vampire Girl A is being used for the executions. Also, the executions have been performed in a small house deep in the mountains. This village is Cynthia. As I always thought, this is all just wrong. Looking closely, there is referred to the books on the shelves near the main entrance of a hideout, written on the edges of a memo. Edges of a hideout? This hideout? Another hideout. The house. Girly shakes. Go up. Glad we went through that because we've got a bit more knowledge out of that. Out of that occurrence. However, we have lost a breadcrumb in the process, so I'm going to save that in a different slot. I thought pressing shift was a call out one as well. So there's something here which I should be of note. Dirty shelf. Closet, dirty shelves, that, dirty bookshelves. Stay awake. Doorknob has come off. Yep, as it should. Time to sleep? Most certainly. How wondering in a scenario. Great. A bizarre maze, it would seem to be. How would one proceed through here then? No idea. Get to it. Another one. A breadcrumb at the end of a path. Are these guiding me on my path? Little Angie is ahead, perhaps. Father, Mother. It's a wolf! A wolf has appeared to eat us humans! 1 year ago, a vampire suddenly appeared in this village. As it killed more and more villagers, my father and subordinates set out to eliminate the vampire. Hey, the silver bullets didn't hit. We'll run out of bullets like this. Now what do we do? This vampire is no ordinary one. It appears to be a pure blood. Damn it. This is now really bad. This is no good. Everyone else is fighting. I need to go too. I need to protect Angie and everyone in this village. No, I can't just stay here. But it's unreasonable. After all, Father just said that this vampire is different and special. A pure blood like our ancestors. For this to be my first hunt would just be... No, I need to fight. Because though I may just be a trainee, I'm still a hunter. You stay back. But... Listen and be quiet, you're still too young. But I... Don't make me repeat myself. Don't come close or you'll just get in the way. I regret it even now. If only I hadn't given up that time. If only I didn't use my father's words as an excuse to abandon the battle. Gosh. Father. Mother. Angie. Angie's family was all slaughtered, leaving only Angie alive. Angie, who no longer had a family to live with, was taken in by our family. It's my fault. That time, if only I could at least kept watch around Angie's house when the vampire came. If I could at least fired a warning shot. If only I hadn't given up then. That time, I was disgusted with myself, and so I thought to change myself. It's still impossible for me to protect the whole village, but maybe I could have at least protected just one person, so that I wouldn't have to be protected by Angie. If only in fact I could have protected her instead. So that, different from my past self, I could at least be strong enough to protect someone and be able to acknowledge my own self. But why was Angie spared from the vampire? I have only one feeling that I am holding in my chest. To stare at only a single point and shoot straight forward. The testimonies of time. Hard to breathe. Something's been strange with me since then. Just what is this, I wonder? Could it be because of the wound I received when I was bit by the wolf? Wednesday. Married on Wednesday. Or murdered on Wednesday. Morning. Just what the heck was with Angie yesterday? Maybe as I thought. No, that can't be. Angie is human. After all, when we came to this house, she was still the same Angie as before, wasn't she? This only comes to one conclusion. Angie is a vampire. One that was bitten by D, as I probably could call a vampire, and would say that she is like the person who the vampire spared, but became like her or their apprentice of some sorts. Oh, good morning. Ah, bro, good morning. What a leaf, so this is my Angie after all. I guess you might be getting hungry about now, right? Let's have breakfast, perhaps. Angie? Breakfast? My breakfast is... Really? Again? Right. Controls... I won't do it the second time. Okay. Okay, Z is not working like last time. Yeah, this is the most effective way of doing this. There is definitely something wrong here, because Angie, I'm on your side. That's not it. In truth, I... Ah, bro, good morning. Good. Good morning. So you've finally woken up. What? It's not like it's really late, right? That's not what I meant. Well, it's fine. I'll be going to the other side, okay? Know that she is a vampire. Just admit to yourself. I guess Angie really doesn't remember the times when she becomes like that. Vampires. I need to investigate more about vampires. There should be some documents I can find. Take it. About the vampire deeply related to the Hideout village. There is a particular reason why the vampire legend existed in the Hideout village since the old times. That is because the village itself was made by a vampire. The vampire founder of that village is said in legends to be the ancestors of the villagers there. It is said that he, treasuring his homeland even after the Hideout village became a human village, visits it from time to time and goes around slaughtering the hateful villagers who expelled him. Characteristics of a vampire: 1. Mysterious eyes. 2. Sharp fangs, pointed ears. Their thirst for blood. And they see the moon as red because the bright light from the moon is very pure. And of course the vampire does not like purity. The same with holy water as well, they despise that as well. As vampires always desire companions, besides just killing villagers, they also invite people to be their companion, and thus it is said that they have techniques for turning humans into vampires. There are two methods of doing this, and one method is to bite, the other method is to give blood. Bite has smaller risk compared to the other method. Those who are bitten by a vampire and become one of them are called quarter. Give blood. Method of a vampire giving blood to a human. Few humans can accept the blood, so it is high risk. Those becoming vampires this way are half. Type of vampires. Bruh? But what are you reading books for? What? Angie? What is it? What are you hiding them from? It's because it's a book that you're still too young for, see? There's no way I can tell you I'm investigating into your true identity. What? Are you reading a not so good book or something? That's no good. You'd also be too young for it. Hand it over to me. Just for a little. Study and research on vampires. What? Hey, more importantly, it's great. How can you even tell? So you know what weather is, bruh. Even though the windows have been boarded up? No, well, anyways, there's nothing. What now? Jeez. Oh, that was close. Let's put these back. Put them below. Take it again. Two methods: bite, give blood. There are various types of vampires and are mainly divided into three types depending on the process by which they become a vampire. Pure blood. Innately vampires said to be ancestors. Our ancestors. Usually few but powerful and immortal. Can turn humans into vampires to propagate. Quarter. With lifespans a little longer than a human's, they are weak and cannot propagate. They mainly exist as vampires' underlings. Half. The same as the vampires, who usually imagine immortal and inferior to pure bloods, but have power excelling humans, and can also propagate. However, most half vampires are unable to accept the blood given, and eventually become reduced to monsters that have lost their sense of self to insanity. Defeer. Those born to a vampire and human are called this. Greater physical abilities than humans. Unlike vampires and humans, they have special power. That power is vampire detection. It is said that something leads them to find vampires. Because of this, Defeer's descendants have received the title of vampire hunters. Study and research on vampires. Leave the spot. Okay. Dirty shelves, closet, dirty shelves, dirty shelves. All good and fun. Hi. Hey, bruh. Hey, Angel, what is it? Are you alright? It's nothing. Just that... I'm thirsty. But how could Angel really have... Though I'm drinking a ton of water, I'm still feeling thirsty. Blood. I guess I'll need to bring some blood. What could one do in a situation like this? Wonders. Wonder, 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 wonder. Do the floor steps have to be so echoey? I wonder if there's anything out here which I can give blood, well, obtain blood from. Maybe anything at the house. Huh, no one here again. Did they still not find out that I've intruded? Well, guess there's no hope in it. Let's just take the necessary stuff and get back. Food and also that. Livestock, probably. Obtained food for the day. The livestock shed. Obtained goat corpse. Is one satisfied? And now the journey back. Just feels a little weird that the path is just like that with those black bars below and top. Oh yes, a specific tile which we need to look at. That's all good and fun. Let's go up the ladder then. Close that and talk to... Okay, she must be wondering where the hell we are. Ah, bro, I was looking for you. Where'd you go? I was also looking for you, Angie. Angie, I've brought food. Let's have our meal. That's right. It was about time I was getting hungry too, so let's go then. Besides food... Ah, that. I'm glad your family has livestock. Or this would be impossible. Wow, that was a great meal. Thank you too, bruh. I'm now all full and not thirsty anymore. Now feel great. As I thought, Angie really does. Really does what? Ah, Angie. What is it now? Yeah, it's nothing. Just that. How about if you put just different clothing sometimes? Or at least just change your apron, or... It's difficult to tell, but an Angel's apron has splotches of blood. That's really annoying. There's no helping it, because we can't get out. At least I bathe, so it's fine, right? Cynthia. Angie doesn't notice, perhaps. I guess it's good, but she doesn't notice then. Different clothing and all the sorts. Is there anything else we could do on the outside? Any detective work in that? Pieces here. We just leave a spot. No need to go outside yet, perhaps. Okay, so there might not be anything else. Witch's hideout. Dirty shelves. Book there. Book there. Calendar there. Book there. Only one spot we can interact with. Okay. I mean, two. Cover that up. Lined with tableware. Tableware. Dirty bookshelves. Dirty bookshelves. A clock that seemed to have stopped. This is also Angie's handwriting. Handwriting by Angie as well. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Doodles in Angie's handwriting. I'll also need to get this shelf cleaned eventually. Shelf. It's filthy. Just what am I doing here? Locking up Angel in a place like this. It's for Angie's sake. For Angie. But is Angie worth it? You're just hiding the vampire. About time to sleep? I think so. For some reason I just can't sleep. Okay, we're going to leave it off here today, folks. We're going to be each other's in the next time of Fantasy Maiden's Odd Hideout. And I would say this right now, that Bernd's side of the story, Bernd's side of the game, has much more story in comparison to Angie's side of the story, where we just got a lot of fantasies and oddness involved. Fairies and Cynthia, actually Cynthia might have more contribution to the story than the fairies do, but the fairies are most certainly just hallucinations. Angie can see both the fairies and Cynthia, but I'd say that Cynthia is the only one that actually existed in this physical realm. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and take care of yourselves.